Welcome. We are live. Hey, I am so excited, you guys. I had an awesome Keto Carniversary weekend. I'm going to tell you guys all about it. And I know I was thinking maybe I would wait till we get more subscribers to go live, like the 1,000. They do like a cap on it. But I was like, I missed them. I miss you guys. So we're not doing that. We're live Monday at 6 o'clock. So yeah, you guys, tell me where you are watching from. Where are you watching from tonight? I am in Southern California, and yesterday all this weekend I actually celebrated my Keto Carniversary of 8 years, you guys, 8 years. So tonight I want to talk to you guys about just starting. Okay, so God's Girl's on. She is in Southern California, KHE. Hey, KHE in Walnut. I love that. I was just over there. So yeah, you guys, I celebrated my 8-year Keto Carniversary. So I am going to talk to you about just starting. Like, I'm going to give you 8 tips and 2 bonus tips of just starting. So in the comments, tell me how long you have been on your ketogenic lifestyle journey. Just put it in the comments. Me, 8 years. I'm 8 years in, and tonight I want you guys to be able to ask me anything. So anything that you want to ask me, and just ask me, because I've probably been through it already in these 8 years. So ask me anything tonight, and I'm going to share with you the 8 tips of just doing it and not overthinking it, plus 2 bonus tips, you guys. So let me tell you, this weekend I went to a Korean spa, and those are a little different from the other ones. But we went to a Korean spa. We were there like 5 hours, just relaxing, hanging out. And you guys know that I love going to spas. That's like I get huge dopamine hit from going to the spa, from relaxing. So I got to do that with one of my really good friends. And then last night, I went to a Brazilian steakhouse with my hubby. So he took me out for a Brazilian steak. So KHE, I know you know, well, maybe you don't know, but if you've ever heard of We Spa in Los Angeles, it's like a famous Korean spa. I've even heard them mention it on a few TV shows. Well, we found another spa that is in City of Industry, and you know that's right in the backyard of of where you live. There is a Korean spa, and I'm just going to give them a shout out. It's called Spa Hue. Yeah, so KHE says yes. So Spa Hue, HYU, I hope I'm saying it right. Amazing. It's the second time I've been there. It's so relaxing. It's relaxing. They have treatments. You can get treatments or not get treatments. They have different rooms. We were in the charcoal room, the clay room, the Himalayan salt room, all kinds of different rooms they have. Yeah, we had an awesome time. So that's how I celebrate. Oh, and we ate. There's a little restaurant inside there, you guys. So we had Korean barbecue. I ended up getting some kind of a shredded beef, and so I was kind of keto yesterday. I had a few mushrooms with the beef or whatever. Yeah, there's lots of keto options. So my friend so KHE is asking if there's any keto options. Yes, there's lots. My friend had there's a lot of veg options, so you can just kind of weed out the veggies that you want. And so yeah, we had a great day. We got to eat there, we got to hang out. Then they have saunas, they have steam rooms, they have jacuzzis, they have just, if you want to rest, areas. It was amazing. I'm definitely going to try to go there more often. So in the comments, how long have you been on your ketogenic lifestyle? This might give other people hope. Have you just started? Are you in a few months, or are you in a few years? And let me know in the comments. So we're going to get started. Today, I just wanted to, in all of my 8 years, these are the 8 tips. So 8 years, you get 8 tips. And I'm going to give you some bonuses. But in 8 years, these are the 8 tips to just start. You guys should just start. Because what's going to happen is BB You remember BB. BB's going to try to find reasons for you not to start, especially this time of year. So BB's going to try to do that. And if you don't know who BB is, this is a good time to let you guys know that on this channel, um, well, the Mindset Reset Masterclass, it'll explain the whole thing. But BB is the back of your brain, and BB is always working against what you're trying to do because BB wants the dopamine. So BB likes dopamine, and I kind of figured a workaround in giving BB dopamine that's non-food related so he can quiet down a little bit so I can stay on this ketogenic lifestyle forever. I need to be on it forever. I am a carb addict. So that's who BB is. Let's see. So God's Girl says she's been on a ketogenic lifestyle for 7 years. That's awesome. And okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. It's 8 years, so I'm going to give you 8 tips of just starting. So tip number one, or reason number one, is you're either getting better or you're getting worse. Since we're getting older and life is moving on, we're either getting better or we're getting worse. And what I mean by that is if you don't do anything, if you just stay on the standard American diet and you don't do anything, you're going to, I was pre-diabetic. I was getting ailments. I was getting allergies, acne. I had arthritis. Stuff is going to start to set in if you don't do something about it. We're not staying the same, you guys. So you're either getting better or getting worse. If you want to get better, you're going to have to make a decision and do something about that. It's going to require some effort if you want to get better. And so that's the number one reason to start, because just by not doing anything, you're getting worse. Everything's getting worse if you're not doing anything. So that's number one. Number two is you get immediate results. You guys, that is the best thing about a ketogenic lifestyle. Just within a few days, you get immediate results. And I'm not just talking about weight loss results, even though that does happen very quickly on a ketogenic lifestyle. I'm talking about aches, joints, inflammation. Inflammation, it leaves the body pretty quickly. So when you're getting immediate results, that helps to boost Phoebe. Now, I don't talk about Phoebe that much, but Phoebe's the front of your brain. Phoebe is the one that has the reasoning, and you can do this, and look what happened here. If you can do that now, you can do it again. That's Phoebe. But Phoebe can't talk when BB is loud. So when BB's loud, Phoebe just shuts down. So Phoebe, when that happens and you get some results, Phoebe tells you, oh my goodness, the inflammation's already leaving. You have to keep doing this. You're doing great. What would happen if you did more days, since it's only a few days and this is happening? Oh my goodness, you've lost this weight already. Phoebe is what we want to feed. We want to feed her. And Phoebe and BB, they don't talk in the same area. So that's what happens. The results start happening. You start getting pumped up because now Phoebe's talking to you. And it's positive. I mean, who doesn't like that? When you start something new and you're getting positive results that are happening, that makes you want to keep going. So number two is that you're going to get some results immediately. And we all get different results, and weight related, health related. You might just feel better. You might sleep better. You're going to get some results immediately. And some of them are going to be non-scale victories. Number three. You guys, number three is don't wait until the holidays. We are in October right now. Get a jump start now before the holidays. Get a jump start before the holidays. You don't want to wait until November and then December, and then before you know it, the end of the year. And you guys, that is 3 months. Can you imagine what would happen if you started now? So those of you that haven't started, or if you fell off, or whatever your situation is, if you just start now, you will have a great progress before January 1st, because BB is going to try to tell you, girl, This is already October. You might as well just wait till this month is over because you know you like that candy corn. That was my favorite candy. So I guess that was BB talking to me back in the day. But you guys know, don't wait until November 1st. And then when November 1st comes, what's BB going to tell you? Girl, Thanksgiving is coming. He's going to keep doing that. I know him. He's going to keep doing that, having you delay it. And then before you know it, it's Christmas, and then BB's telling you the beginning of the year. Do you know how much damage you can do in 3 months if you just delay it now and then again and again, and then that's 3 months. I could do 30 pounds, okay? So you guys start now, because even if you started now and you weren't perfect, can you imagine if you start now, what will happen by time January 1st comes, when people are starting their New Year's resolutions? By time January 1st comes, you might already be done with your whatever your goals were, or you might be halfway there, or a big chunk, or better yet, so many of your cravings might be gone that you might not even be struggling at the holidays. So that is number 3. Number 3 is get a jump start. Get a jump start on this before the holidays. Number 4 is number 4 is learn as you go. Learn as you go. You don't have to know everything about this way of eating to start. You just have to know what a carb is and to get those low, or just stop eating them altogether. That's all you need to know. You can learn the rest as you go along. You can learn how to make recipes, or what kind of sweeteners to tweak or to replace with. You can learn those things, but you can learn as you go. And you guys, a great example of that is I have been wanting to do a YouTube channel for a couple of years, and I was making excuses. I wasn't afraid to go. I just didn't feel like dealing with carnivore police and trolls and stuff like that. I wasn't really afraid to go, but I still put it off. And when you put things off, then it keeps getting put off and put off and put off. And then, BB's like, okay, well, if you do start, you don't even have a camera. You don't even know how to edit. BB reminds you of everything. He's not just a food guy. He's just negative. So I decided in July, so it's 3 months, you guys. It is 3 months. So I've been on YouTube for 3 months. July 26th, we started. So yesterday was 3 months. But I just decided to do it anyway and learn as I go. That's the same thing that you need to do when it comes to a ketogenic lifestyle. You can learn as you go. I did that too. When I started my ketogenic lifestyle, I started not knowing everything, and I learned as I went. And I'm glad that I did. But you guys, don't make that excuse. You can learn as you go. That is number 4. Okay, so number 3 kind of ties into that. Don't be afraid of failing. Don't be afraid of failing, because you don't know everything. So yeah, you might say you went to a restaurant and you thought you did really, really great, and you ordered, the veggie and the meat and everything, and then to find out that the meat was marinated and it had 50 sugars or something like that. Okay, you learned that, and now you know that you can now, sometimes meats are marinated and you need to look that up in the restaurant. But fear of failure, don't be afraid of that. Just think of it as a learning experience. So it's not a failure. You're just learning something that you didn't know before, and then you can apply it, to your life. So don't be afraid to fail. So you guys, I'm going to get to number 6 in a minute, but I just wanted to say, if you're new to my channel, thanks for coming. We do this every Monday at 6. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments, because it's my 8-year Keto Carniversary week, and I want to answer all of your questions. And so I'm going to... Okay, so welcome, Polly's podcast. I see you in here. Awesome. Great. I'm going to check the comments every now and then. Okay, so great. Fear, number 6, don't be afraid of the fat. This is huge. Number 6 is don't be afraid of the fat. We have been trained in our brain to be afraid of the fat, of eating fat, because we were told it was bad. So you guys, don't be afraid of the fat. We were trained wrong. That's all there is to it. We were trained wrong. But when I first started on that day, on October 26, 2017, I was afraid to death because it was the opposite of everything that I have done, every diet that I have done, every program that I have done. I actually thought, oh my gosh, are we just going to drop dead when this happens? So you guys, don't be afraid of the fat. Don't be afraid of the fat. And I just did it afraid. And then I just decided if I get negative results, then I will just tweak and try to find another way of eating. That was 8 years ago, you guys. All right. So we have some more comments coming in. I see that. Okay. Carnivore. Okay, so Polly's podcast has been doing Carnivore for 219 days. That is awesome. Awesome. And Polly's podcast, she's in the Mojave Desert. Awesome. So we have people all over the place on here. That's great. That's great. So we have a mixture. Our channel is a mixture of low carb, keto, ketovore. I call myself Kinda Karnivore because I'm special. No, I call myself Kinda Karnivore because I don't like to be labeled. Carnivore. I'm mostly carnivore. So that's great. Number seven is the cravings go away, so don't worry about the cravings. Number 7 is don't worry about the cravings. The cravings go away. Soon as you get 3 to 5 days in, if you are really sticking to it, the cravings go away. And when I say if you're really sticking to it, because I'm a carb addict, certain things will just throw me off and I'll relapse, and then I'll keep wanting more carby things, more sweet things. Certain things will throw me off. But if you stick to it and get through that first 3 to 5 days, it's rough, you guys. It's rough because you're dealing with withdrawals. You're dealing with your body trying to learn how to make ketones and use that for fuel. So your body's going through a lot. So it is a little tough, and you do get cravings because you're going through withdrawals. Just like someone that, has a problem with alcohol, they're going to go through withdrawals. With drugs, they're going to go through withdrawals. Well, with sugar and carbs, you go through withdrawals, and that is hard. But if you stick in there and hang in there, you guys have to know it is not forever. BB will try to tell you, girl, this is too much. You're not going to be able to make it, all kind of stuff. But you can get through this. The cravings will go away if you stick with it. Okay, let's check out some more comments. Polly's podcast, me too. I'm a carbaholic. Can't even be in the same room as carbs. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's so funny. So you guys know, because I did it in one of my videos, that some people, like when they get a carb craving, they might like just have a piece of gum or something really cute like that. My cravings are so bad, I will chew up the pack. Okay, I will chew up all the gum and then spit. When the sugar's gone, I'm done with that piece. Get another piece. That's how bad I am. So Polly's podcast, don't feel bad. God's Girl is asking, did you have any cravings at the spa? Nope. I did not have any cravings at the spa. I left the carbs on my plate that I wasn't going to eat. So, yeah, that worked out good. All right. So, you guys, we are at number 8. And I said I was going to give you 8 tips because it's my 8-year Keto Carniversary. So, tip number 8, and I have 2 bonus tips for you. But tip number 8 is, there's not a perfect time to start this. Don't wait for a perfect time, like a perfect time. A perfect time can be anything to anyone. It could be, well, you know, people, a big one is after the holidays, after my birthday, or when I get done with this vacation, or, you know, after summer, or here or there or the other. You guys, there isn't a perfect time. You have to think about why you're doing this, why it's important for you to do this, which is more than weight. It's important because you might have some kids that you need to raise. You might have some grandkids that you want to be able to play with. You might have some grown kids that you don't want to have to take care of you because you can't get around. Those are all important big whys that are more than your weight. There's not a perfect time to do it. I know exactly when I started. I started on a Thursday night at 7 p.m. in the middle of the week. And my why was so huge because I was pre-diabetic, and the doctor told me in 6 months he was going to start me on some pre-diabetic stuff, some pre-high blood pressure stuff. I had ailments going on. One of my legs I could barely walk on. It was really bad, you guys. I had to. So my why was so big that I couldn't even hear BB. When that doctor said that he's going to put me on all this stuff, and you know, I'm not a medicine girl unless I have to do it. If there's a way I can do it without medicine, I want to choose that. BB was shut down. I couldn't even hear him. That's your why has to be so strong that you can't even hear BB. You know how when the Charlie Brown want, it's like that, because your mission is I have to conquer this. So that's why I say there's not a perfect time, because who starts at 7 o'clock on a Thursday? I started at 7 o'clock. I didn't even wait till the next day. I started at 7 o'clock on a Thursday. I seen a talk show, and Halle Berry was on the talk show, and she was saying how a ketogenic lifestyle, a keto diet, is what helps her to control her diabetes. I didn't even know she was diabetic at that time. I was 51 at that time, and she was 51 at that time. And when I seen that, I was just done, because I had already I did all the diets, you guys. I did all the diets, did everything that they said, didn't eat the fat. I had low fat, this and that, and I was still in that condition. I was fat and sick, and I was just tired of it. So that's when I started. There's not a perfect time to start this way of eating. If you're just joining us or seeing this on the replay, click the like button if you're enjoying the content, and support our channel if you can by sharing this with someone that needs more hope, motivation, and inspiration. I have 2 bonus tips for you guys. I have 2 bonus tips, and I'm going to give you the bonus tips right now. I'm going to check the comments. Polly's podcast says you have made it. Thanks. Thank goodness. Yeah. Thank goodness. 8 years. Okay, so these are some bonus tips just to help you in your journey, because it is a big switch and you need to give your body time, because you might not feel like the greatest at first. Your body's going to try to shift from using sugar for fuel to using fat for fuel. That's why you can't be afraid of the fat. You can't not have fat and not have sugar and then expect your body to run on nothing. That's just like going to Vegas and you're not putting gas in the car. You got to put some gas in the car. Okay, so you guys, the 2 bonus tips. Bonus tip number 1, you guys, is get extra sleep. Your body is transforming and learning this process and how to shift. You're going to be a little tired. Just get extra sleep, you guys. I try my hardest to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I really try. Whatever you normally get for your sleep, bump it up to 7 or 8. At least get 7 or 8 hours of sleep, at least through this period for a couple of weeks. Give your body a break and let it get used to what it needs to do. That is your bonus tip number 1. Your second bonus tip is, you guys, relax on the workouts for a few weeks. Like I said, your body is tired. Your energy is going to be, you're switching fuel tanks. Your energy is going to be a little bit different. If you're in one of those boot camp things, you guys, you can't do that during that time. Give your body a minute. Take some walks. Do stuff like that. And I know you guys are cracking up because you guys know I don't work out. So all my people that love to work out, when I went to the spa this weekend, I was with my trainer. My trainer that I use once a year, like before summer, just to chisel up so I can look cute in my swimsuit. And she's like, don't tell people that you only work out once just for summertime. Because, so anyway, long story short, I hope she's not watching. I was with my trainer this weekend. So it's easy for me to say, yeah, just chill on the workouts during that time. Like, don't work out a lot, like, because I don't work out. So, but I do know, you guys, my workout girls, because I have my other bestie and she loves to run. So you guys, during this time when your body is transitioning, chill out on the workouts. Give it a minute. Your energy's not gonna be the same. And don't get nervous like, oh my gosh, I can't do keto lifestyle because it's not gonna allow me to work out. Girl, that is not true. Once you get your body fat adapted and your body's used to using fat for fuel, it's like jet fuel. When you get back to doing your workouts and stuff like that, oh my God, you're going to be amazing. It's like it's a way better fuel than what you have been doing. So don't get scared. There's a transition period. So those are the 2 bonus tips, you guys. Get sleep and relax on the workouts. Take a walk, do some mild stuff during that time. So I'm going to take a look in the comments. You guys, tell me what questions that you guys have. In my 8 years that I went through a lot in the 8 years with the ketogenic lifestyle. I fell off a few times. I've had to lose 20 pounds over. You guys know I lost a total of 90 pounds. And then when 2020 came, that's when I was having a struggle. And that's when I had to start just mastering like what's happening. And that's when I realized I was a carb addict. And I developed the Mindset Reset Masterclass. That'll be at the end of this live if you haven't taken that class yet. But let me know, what questions do you have for me being in this 8 years? And if you're watching this on the replay, I will go back and answer those questions too. So put those in the comments. I'm going to look in the comments right now. Let's see. Okay, so Polly's podcast uses, and she sleeps with the evaporative a cooler. Is that like a humidifier? Yeah, those are really good. Those are good. I have an air purifier in my room. I have a dark, cool room. It's very important that you have a dark, cool room if you want sleep. And you also, if you want to have the best sleep, you don't want to be hot, you guys. So make sure your room has, I'm not saying you have to have the air on, but make sure your room is cool somehow. Air conditioner. I heard that. So Polly's podcast says air conditioner. Okay, yeah, you need a dark, cool room to get good sleep. We just upgraded to get a sleep number bed, you guys. We had to do it, and we are sleeping so good. I also am a side sleeper, so I have a special kind of crescent-shaped side sleeper pillow that really helps keep my shoulder and neck in alignment. And I also have a body pillow to help keep my spine in alignment. So I am serious about my sleep. So that is great. What other questions do you guys have? And while you guys are putting your questions in, I'm going to give you a quick channel update like I always do. So channel update is we're keeping Monday night lives, because I was looking back at some today and I was like, I missed that. I was going to just pause it for a second until we got to 1,000, because I know that YouTube caps how many people I can have in the live at one time, because I'm under 1,000 subscribers. But in about a month, I'll be at 1,000 anyway. So we're going to be here every Monday at 6 p.m. And we are going to make sure that we're conquering carb addiction. That's what this channel's about. Of course, we have to address the food, but we're not focusing on the food, because the problem's in here. It's not really the food. We know what we're not supposed to be doing. So that's what we focus on. Okay, so Polly's podcast says she has the air really cold. Okay. How long? Okay, so Polly's podcast is asking, how long did it take for you to stop falling off the carb wagon? Okay, so Polly's podcast, I started my ketogenic lifestyle in 2017, and I never cheated. When I started, I just never cheated until 2020. So when 2020 came and I fell off, it was kind of like, it's been kind of like a roller coaster every other year. So when I fell off, I gained like 20-ish pounds, between 20 and 30 pounds. But not all. Okay, so when I first fell off, I gained weight. And then as soon as the country opened back up and I had to be back to work because my work was shut down, and they would give us notice. You guys, it's so funny. They'd be like, okay, on such and such day in 2 weeks, we're opening back up. I'd be like, oh my gosh, my scrubs don't fit. Let me just not eat any carbs and get back, blah, blah, blah. Because I just got carnivore, right? So I would get back into my scrubs. I'd be okay. But I went through kind of like a little bit of a roller coaster during that time, every other year, like 20 pounds. And I was just like, I don't like that, because 20 pounds, yes, I'm glad I didn't gain back the 90, but 20 pounds is just enough to make you miserable. I felt like crap. My clothes didn't fit. And I didn't want to buy new clothes and waste the clothes. So I punished myself by making myself wear my same clothes all squished in them. It was a mess. So I decided I went to a Carb Anonymous program, carb and sugar addict, a 12-step for carbs and sugar. I will share that journey with you. I'm going to do another video about what I did when I was in the midst of it. And once I got healed, I ended up coming up with the Mindset Reset Masterclass that you should do if you haven't already done that class, to teach you the concepts that you need to conquer your carb addiction for good. Because I had to stop that roller coaster. It was driving me crazy every other year, up and down the 20 pounds. So my first half of my ketogenic lifestyle, I didn't fall off the wagon. But in 2020, something broke, and then I had the yo-yo problem. So I'm going to do a video on the yo-yo thing, because it did mess up like some stuff in me. But that's another video. But yeah, so how long did it take you to stop falling off? So I can count how many times. I wasn't like a every weekend cheater type of person. I either fell off or not. And I can count the times I fell off 3 times. So yeah, I wasn't like on the weekends doing so. Yeah. I mean, I can't. I would get sick. Remember, I was pre-diabetic. I would have sugar problems. Next question. Okay, so Polly's podcast says you're a champ. Oh my goodness. It doesn't feel like it all the time, but thank you. So yeah, that was my journey, you guys. And so I'm really excited to be 8 years. I'm really excited and being able to have a YouTube channel to share my journey with you guys. And as soon as we get to those 1,000 subscribers and I qualify, we are going to have support groups. There are people that there's 2 types of people. There are in the carb world, right? There are moderators, and there are people that have to abstain from carbs. So I know lots of moderators, but I'm not one. I can't even eat a piece of gum. I can't eat a peanut butter pretzel, because then that turns into 20, 30 pounds. Like, I can't do that. My husband can do, he's a moderator. I'm not. So there's those 2 type of people. So when we have the support groups, the support group is going to be called Mindset Reset in Action. And it's going to be a support group for people that need a little more hand holding than just, okay, this is what you need to do to fix this. And then they do it, like my husband. I needed more hand holding. So I'm making this, I want this group for us that need more hand holding, accountability, to just motivate each other. Some people need more of that, and some people don't. Polly's podcast is asking, can you still use stevia? Yeah, you can use whatever you want. Like I said, this channel, my goal is to help you not be addicted to carbs, and so that you can heal your diseases and get a healthy weight and reverse things. That is my goal, for you to not be addicted. I'm not trying to tell you you can't eat this, you can't do that. You know what you can have or not. Stevia doesn't have any carbs. The only thing I will have to say is just be knowledgeable about your sweetener, your stevia, your monk fruit, because if you're using the packets, just the little packets of stevia, check the box and make sure there's 0 carbs, and make sure you're okay with the ingredients. If there's fillers, if there's erythritol, if there's fiber, if there's anything in there that you don't like, you want to make sure it's one that you can like. I use the drops because there's nothing in them. It's just the extract, the pure monk fruit or stevia. That's what I use because I don't want erythritol will throw me off. It'll make me want even more carbs because there's like 4 carbs per packet. So I don't use any of the packets. I just use drops. And there is another Kung Fu Cat. You're a rock star. Okay, so thank you. Thank you guys so much and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited. What other questions do you guys have for me? You guys are getting me on my keto anniversary, 8 years. So ask me what questions that you have. Put them in the comments if you're just joining in, or if you are watching this on the replay, I will go back and answer your questions too. Let me know how long you have been doing your keto or carnivore lifestyle, or ketovore. How long have you been doing your lifestyle? Let me know that in the comments because I'm 8 years. Thank you. Polly Podcast says happy anniversary. And Kung Fu Cat says, I like that you lead from the front. What does that mean, lead from the front? I need more, Polly. I need more Kung Fu Cat. That I lead from the front. What, with my feelings or with the carb addiction part versus the diet? I'm not sure. Okay, KHE has been, I'm looking at the tablet, you guys, when I look down. So KHE has been on this lifestyle since September 2nd. Awesome. I'm so proud of you, KHE. Keep going. And Polly's Podcast says, have you done PSMF? That is protein sparing modified fast. I haven't done the program, but I have used the recipes because I am carnivore and I like recipes that don't have a lot of carbs in them. So I don't do like days of protein sparing modified fast, but I'll pop in a recipe here or there. For example, next month is my 60th birthday and my husband's 50th birthday, and we're going to have a 50-60 celebration together because our birthdays are a few days apart, and I will be making a cake with the egg white protein powder recipe that you have to fluff up. You need a KitchenAid and all that. So it's egg whites. So I can do that, and then I'll do a heavy whipping cream into a whipped frosting for that. So yeah, I do like I do like some of those recipes. And KHE says, I'm still struggling with inflammation in my ankle. In one ankle, KHE? I wonder, this is what I did. I had inflammation in one of my knees really bad. And in that one knee, when I fell off, it flared up. That one knee flared up. So that one knee's a little sensitive. And I still notice sensitivities in it sometime. And this is what makes my knee flare up a little bit. If I have, because my diet is so clean, any little thing, it can make it flare up, and I can identify it quick because I'm so clean. If I have, because I don't have seed oils in my home, but if I'm doing something with my family or out and they cooked in seed oil, or, we had Wingstop and it has seed oil, I will notice that knee is a little irritated and it has a little inflammation the next day. So making sure that everything has all of the seed oils out. I also notice, even though I can moderate dairy, and I have a little bit of dairy, but dairy, if I have too much dairy, it does put weight on me, or if I'm trying to lose weight, it stunts the weight loss. If I have too much dairy, like if I make like that bacon cheeseburger soup that I like so much, that's made with all cream and sour cream and cheese, blah, 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 my knee's going to like be a little inflamed the next day. So those two things for me really help when I get them low. So let me see what you're saying here. So most KHE says mostly the one knee. It might be from my back issue. Oh, you have back issues too, KHE. KHE uses olive oil still within my carb style. Okay, great. Even though, okay, so this is my idea, KHE. Even though it's within the carbs, because sometimes I don't even eat carbs. I pretty much don't even eat carbs. But when I eat those seed oils, my body doesn't like it. Now, olive oil and avocado oil I use sometimes, but why don't you do an experiment, KHE, and take out all the oils that are not animal oils? Cook in bacon grease, use your lard, substitute the olive oil, because we don't even know how pure the olive oil is, right? But the bacon grease, it just came from the bacon, you know. Okay, so try using all animal fats for a while, and then get your dairy down low or do a dairy fast. And that will help. When I do a dairy fast, I usually do my dairy fast on the Saturdays before I sing at my church. And if I get the seed oils out and get my dairy down, that knee does better. But the knee doesn't like it, even though I'm within, you know, I've been on the diet for a while. It still does not like that when I have some seed oils. So KHE. KHE, could ankle inflammation be related to a renal issue? Polly podcast is asking, could the ankle inflammation be related to a renal issue? You know what? We are not doctors. So I do have to put a clause. It's in this video in the description, but you guys, this is food for thought. This is not medical advice. So you should always seek your doctor when you're making any dietary changes. And, you know, just so you know that. So KHE answered, probably not last check. Yeah, it's probably just you just need to tweak the food a little bit. Go all animal fats when you're cooking your stuff. Just put the olive oil away for a minute, and then just do a few dairy fasts. Like do a weekend with no dairy at all and all your animal fats. When I do that, oh my gosh, that one knee loves it. When I overdo those things. Okay, so Kung Fu Cat says, since starting, I have no inflammation in joints. Healthier now than I've been in years. That is awesome. I love that. When I first started my Keto Carnivore lifestyle, you guys, I sing at my church, and at my old church that I used to sing at, when I used to be 90 pounds overweight and with that one bad leg, I barely could get just a few steps on the stage without like all holding on and stuff. It was like, it was really bad. So yeah, you guys, it's important. What we're doing is important for the health of our body. So, okay, so Polly's podcast says, so sorry that you're experiencing ankle issue. Feel for you. Get well soon. Yeah. Yeah, KHE, your body's still adjusting. You've been on your program. It's not 90 days just yet, but just make little tweaks. So I would do that tweak, KHE. I would just like, you know what? Use some butter or some bacon grease when you're making them vegetables, and do a dairy-free day a few days a week so that you get your dairy really low. And then also when you're getting, I don't know what your weight goal is, and you don't have to share that, but the closer and closer you get to your weight, the more inflammation goes away. My knee feels the best when I'm right in my weight range. Like I'm 10 pounds over my weight range right now. From honeymoon, that's another story because that was a year ago, but that's what I'm saying. Don't even take the first bite. That's a whole nother video. But anyway, when I'm right within, like, you know, my body likes being in the 150s, my knee feels great. So as you're finishing your weight loss, that'll get better too. So KHE, okay, you have a long way to go. Okay, KHE, that's not a problem. You have a long way to go because when I first started, my whole knee thing wasn't done, and it still acts up if I eat the wrong things a little bit. Not big, like, you know, I can still do everything, but I just noticed like, okay, my body didn't like that. So yeah, just keep going. KHE, as you keep on going, things are going to disappear. And there is a video that I did on the 15 things that left my body when I went keto carnivore. So that's okay. Awesome. What other questions do you guys have? It's good to see you guys tonight. I always love when I love to do these because I don't have to edit. I don't have to I could just like be myself. I feel like I can connect with you guys better when I do the lives, even though I can't hear you talking, but just seeing like your comments and just, you know, I love these. So Polly's podcast says, we're all here with you, KHE. God bless you. Oh, I love our group. I love it. That's what this is about, supporting each other. I love this. Yeah, I can't wait till we get our support group going too. So you guys, that is so awesome. Yeah, KHE is going to be fine. She's going to keep going and she's going to be fine. All right. Well, you guys, I think that's all I have for you guys tonight. I'm so glad that you guys hopped on and joined me on my Keto Carniversary. And KHE says, thank you. I'm trying to avoid back surgery. Girl, you will avoid that back surgery. You can do that. I'm serious. Finish your weight and then you could reassess. But my back was killing me when I first started. I was 237 pounds when I first started. I lost 90 pounds and my back was killing me. My back didn't stop hurting until I got under the 200 pounds. My back didn't stop hurting until I got under the 200 pounds. So you can do this, and we are rooting for you, and we'll be praying for you too. KHE, you got this. All right. All right, you guys. So anyway, you guys, thanks for coming out. If you think of anything else, you can put it in the comments. If there's a certain topic that you are needing, check my videos. I think I have like 30 something videos up there so that you can check that if you're troubleshooting something. Polly's podcast says, we are all fighting the uphill battle and winning. Let's go. I love that. Do not get surgery. Please work through this. That's what Kung Fu Cat says. Do not get surgery. Please work through this. Yes, you are working through this. You are working through this. And we need to plan a meet up, a MEAT up, so that we can, you know, if whoever's in the local area, maybe before the end of the year or something like that, or towards the end of the year or around the new year, we can do like a meetup when we get a little bit bigger. So anyway, you guys, have a good night. And I will see you in the next video. I'm going to get going. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. If you're just watching this on the replay, go ahead and click the like button and share this with someone that needs it. And you guys have a good night. See you in the next video. Okay, so I never can, these live ones, I can't even turn it off. Okay.